Hello, I'd like to share my modded Opinel with you. So this is a number 7, no sorry, it's a number 6. It's just your normal standard Opinel with the wood handles. This is the carbon version. So what I've actually done to this Opinel, I've done a few things. One thing I've done was I removed the lock and I hit the pin with a hammer against a piece of wood to tighten up the blade. The reason I did that was because, well, Opinels are lock knives, but I've actually disabled the lock even though the lock still looks untouched. That's because I've superglued the lock shut, so you cannot use this lock. The reason being is it's illegal to carry a locking knife in the UK. So this now complies with UK law, so I can now legally carry this without a good reason. The other thing I've done to this blade is I've given it a forced patina. That's quite a common thing for people to do with carbon knives. It helps to prevent rust. It doesn't completely stop rust, but really a patina is a type of rust. Usually it's a type of acid that does it. All I did was, I just stuck it in an orange and left it there for about 20 minutes. Took it out, wiped it off. Now it does still have some normal rust on it, but at the moment I'm not too bothered about that. I could easily sand that off and just do it again. Obviously if you're using a carbon steel blade, you want to wipe off any water or any other liquids that gets on the blade once you've used it, otherwise it will rust. And of course it's a different colour. That's because I've scorched it with a blowtorch. I think this looks quite good in my own opinion. I quite like the way this came out. And then I gave it a sanding. I oiled it a few times and I waxed it. And the last thing I did was I drilled and countersunk a hole. Now some Opinels come with holes like this one, some don't. Most of them are pretty small anyway, so I can get a larger lanyard in there if I wish to. I'm pretty happy with the mod. The good thing about Opinels is that they are so cheap. I mean, less than £10 for one of these knives, so you could buy one and modify it without feeling like you've wasted a lot of money. It's easy enough to get a hold of them because they're so cheap. So this is, your standard Opinel. This is actually a number 7. But this is what this one looked like, although this one was slightly darker. But that's just because the natural colours of the wood, it varies. If I'm not mistaken, the wood is birch, but that's according to Opinel. I'm not sure. I originally thought it was beech. But that's all. So, thank you for watching.